Good afternoon, people. PJT, Rate My Beer, and the infamous M. Right, it's this one, as you'll have seen. £41.90, £3.30 a pint. Somewhat pricey. Obviously, they're taking off your £5 keg return and your beer tokens if you purchase not using beer tokens. Remember, if you use beer tokens, you don't get beer tokens for beer tokens. So you
yeah,
don't
that
get
kind of makes sense.
you don't get your 5%. Right. What can I say? We have sampled this. We do have the glass. Beers of Europe. You have to buy the pack. We've reviewed another beer by them. Their actual Blanche. I've gone on about French craft beer for over a year now. People keep laughing, saying it's rubbish.
Try it.
I disagree. So basically, this is saying METEOR, however you pronounce it, white IPA combines a pleasant sweetness with a generous douse of hops, making it ideal for those who appreciate an ale without too much bitterness. This unfiltered white IPA is brewed with a perfect blend of wheat malt and barley malt and dry hopped with Cascade hops, which obviously a lot of you know. Comes in at 5%. They're saying the serving temperature is 8 degrees. I've put the machine up to 5, to be honest.
I would say your optimum temperature is about 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's basically all they're saying. Obviously, they don't know too much about it themselves, shall we say. As I say, we have had a little sample.
White IPA is a terminology for beer that I hadn't actually heard of before, so I'm thinking, what is this going to be like? Is it going to be like a hazy IPA or what is it going to be?
It's nothing like a hazy IPA. It's nothing like any IPA. Let's get that one out of the way. I don't know.
Let's get it poured and have a look at
why it was named that. As I say, we do have the glass because I had a feeling. I even got one for you, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
It's the sort of person I am, you know. But yeah, I'll get it poured and we'll talk about it. Well, remember this because it's a dodgy glass. But we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, it's quite a thin one, isn't it?
It's a bit too thin, so we're going to get a special, even though I had a little bit out of it already. It's too thin, but it will settle. It will settle. So you have the exclusive 6-finger head, but it will calm
now
down.
that colour is really nice. That's a nice golden orange, hazy.
Yeah.
You can tell that's unfiltered.
And the head is proper thick and foamy, isn't it? Pure all white, and it's proper. Very moderate carbonation, although it's somewhat harder to see.
The carbonation is there, and it's really coming up the glass.
I
But
can't see it from this end.
the bubbles are really small, so it's making it very hard to see. I have to go down and really look into it and look in the light to see see those carbonation bubbles coming up.
But yeah, let's say it's nothing like an IPA, but on the sample we've had, we'll go into more detail here. So you want to do a ponder and have a...
The smell on this, yeah, you're getting citrus. A little bit of hoppy breadiness as well. Some sweet malts in there.
Yeah, you see, for me, straight away, it smells like a wheat beer. You know, as we discussed earlier with Hogarten, I wish I had Hogarten chilled at the moment.
Actually taste it and go into the taste profile.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Right. Do you want me to go first and take it? You don't like that.
I don't like that.
That is why we bought these machines. That is absolutely beautiful. It flows through you.
You are getting a wheatiness and a breadiness on the beginning of the tongue, which is kind of reminiscent of a wheat beer, but then it moves on.
Lovely fruity flavours.
You are getting stone fruit in there, peach, apricot,
Orange.
and then it moves on
Lemon,
to
grapefruit.
citrusy notes, which, yeah, orange, grapefruit, The one thing I'm going to go on this, white IPA, if you're expecting it to taste like an IPA, then you're going to be highly disappointed. The hoppiness on this is very subtle. It's nothing like what I would describe a traditional IPA to be.
No, and then you do get left afterwards a lovely like zestiness, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you've actually swallowed the aftertaste,
is really refreshing. It's quite dry, but it's still fruity with that citrusy kind of taste on the back of the mouth.
This, as Dan the man would have said, is a banger. And I know he said that about all the kegs, but that is a banger. And this is, as I said, as soon as we tasted it inside, I did a little pour.
Yeah, we were kind of having a little think about this because it was so new. And I was thinking about what it actually is, because white IPA is not a terminology I know. I don't think it describes it well. And if I'm going to liken this to something, I would liken it to Hoegaarden. So
yeah,
I was the one that came out with it. It was like
yeah, but you're missing the point with Grant's Hoegaarden. There is a hoppiness on the back end. It's not that subtle. It's more hoppy than a normal wheat beer, but it's delivering.
I tell you what, if you put that against Hoegaarden,
we will well do, as long as that keg don't get diffed tonight, but singular tomorrow as well.
Your Hoegaardens and your Blancs, those style of beer is the bracket I would put this into. What was the other one that they used to have on keg that they discontinued that you really loved?
Jeanette Bio White.
That's another one.
Yeah, this
that fits into that category.
Honestly, we've been screaming out for another wheat beer for years, haven't we? We got Left Blanche, which is decent in its own right, but again, it adds something different. But for me, this should have been called a wheat beer because I don't know. As I say, there is a hoppiness to it. And what I've got as well, actually, I've got their actual Blanche, which we scored. I think we scored a huge 9 out of 10. And Simon from Real Craft actually gave it 10 out of 10.
White beer, that's kind of the description I put on this. Not a wheat beer. It's not as heavy.
It's not a Weizen, yeah, but
light-bodied, which I find wheat beers are more medium.
That would go with orange as well.
You could put orange in that. I think that would enhance that.
But
for something that's light-bodied, it's 5%. It's easy drinking. There is also a wonderful range of flavours in there, and they come through. And the more you drink it, the more those flavours are enhanced.
Yeah. This
for me is a very good beer.
You could you go any higher than 5 though? I'd say no. It'd be perfectly good. Anyone watching this with a Phillips, this would pour fine at 3 degrees. You could drop it up it.
Fun.
You know, it's one of them. Obviously, I chilled the glass in the fridge. You've got people forget with Hoegaarden and things. I think they're 8 what, to bring out more flavours. I don't know. I will try one at 8 because I'll set it at 8 overnight just to see. But I'll tell you what, if the flavours come out more than what we're getting at 5 degrees, I'll be amazed, because that is quality, and that is, as I say, this is a beer you're not going to get in a shop, and this is what we want, you know. Not all this supermarket crap. And let's be honest, that Peroni was like absolutely rubbish, wasn't it? We've got the singular coming.
People who are new to the machine,
they're in for a treat.
Go for the stuff that you know in the supermarket. Take a little bit of a leap of faith and try something different. Try this. It's very good. This is
an absolute cracker.
I'm going to score this high.
Well, it was cool. I'm always going to score high. It's a wheat beer and it's decent. For me, I'm going to say this is the best keg so far this year.
I'm inclined to agree with him. I was hoping for something that was going to be quite IPA-ish. I do like that style. For me, that's really nice. But it is a little bit of an acquired taste. This is going to be a great all-rounder for it.
I couldn't work it out though, because they've already got their Blanche, and their Blanche was absolutely lovely. As I say, I go back to Simon; he was absolutely mad over it, and we thought, hold on a minute, you know, is he getting to? And his review was absolutely perfect because it summed up everything what we said.
It actually was very spot on. The beer was exceptional,
and this is right up there with that. This is, and the more, as I say, the more that you're drinking,
the more the flavour comes out. It really is one of
Maybe it's
those.
warming up more, I don't know, but as I say, I wouldn't go as high as 8. I think you'd be perfectly good enough at 3. You could even drop it if you wanted to. Oh, there's a hair in there. Always happens to us, doesn't it? I think they just put the glass out for the
We've got
review.
3 dogs. Dog hair is everywhere. It's just life with dogs.
I'll let you finish that.
Yeah, I thought you would.
You don't care. See? What can I say?
It's in the froth in the bottom.
She's not as silly as she looks. Right, right. Now my biggest regret here is, and I'll be honest with you, right?
Do you
After
have your
hack,
scorecard?
no, but you can use yours.
Yeah.
After Hackbeck, right? Well, that was the first time for ages on a new release I brought 2 kegs. I thought
Got really
Hackbeck
excited about it.
was average at the best, but I was led astray by certain people on social media that probably didn't even know what they were talking about, if I'm honest. On this, I so almost brought 2 kegs, but I got on the 20%. I got a Hogarten, which is going to work out all right. Anyway.
That's going to work out. I really
And a
want to try
quack
those 2 together.
blonde. So I bottled the 2 kegs, and I so wish I had of.
It's always the way. If you do, it doesn't work out in your favour. If you don't, you wish you had. That's
a summary, a Belgian wheat beer with a little bit of hoppiness in the end. A little bit more than you normally get.
I was going to go on an 8, but I'm thinking about it, and
I'm on 9 out of 10.
It's a strong 9.
And it is.
It's a strong 9. The more I drink of it, the more the flavour is coming out. The more I'm getting that zestiness, and also a little bit of stone fruit in that.
Decent.
That's really good.
It really is a good beer. I say things like this keep you coming back. Anyone, if you like Frankie, Hogarten,
I would say Hogarten.
you're going to like that. IPA drinkers.
It's not as full-bodied.
It's got a bit of hoppiness. So you got something.
It's got a really light body to it. Don't expect it to be like a wheat beer. It has that kind of style to it, but it's much
lovely.
lighter bodied.
It's lovely.
Garden, if
You
you
get
like that, you're going to like this.
You get the wheaty effect all the way through it. As it said,
There's
barley.
a bit
barley malt.
of breadiness at the beginning.
It's spot on, and as I say, reasons like that is what it's worth buying the machine for. You're not going to get that in the supermarket. I mean, Joff didn't bottle it; he got to. So Joff's going to be absolutely buzzing.
I bet he's going to be very
He's going to watch this and think, I can't wait to get that keg in.
Hear his thoughts and see what he's got to say, because he's very, very articulate and very knowledgeable.
He'd do a better job than I do with this, that's for sure.
Definitely.
But yeah, as I say, it's a definite yes, and it will definitely be on my next order. If I'd have only had this turn up before they released Singular, I'd have had another one straight away, but there you go.
Yeah.
It happens.
The singer I'm not looking forward to. This
is top draw.
Brilliant.
So, what can we say? We're both on a double 9. I'll get this uploaded ASAP, and as people start to try it, do let me know your thoughts.
Let us know what you think. I'd love to know. Thank you for
Singular
watching.
review tomorrow. Bonjour.